Hi guys, once again a very warm welcome to our another stream. I welcome you behalf from the financial analyst team. Forgive me, I was just a little late by a minute. I had some conversations with the client and therefore it took me a little while to start the stream. Guys, welcome once again. I welcome you from the financial analyst community. My name is Akash Malhotra, and as usual, I'll be teaching you about one of the good trading strategies for today. We'll also try to work up with the different trading approaches that we'll be applying for specifically for today. Let me know, guys, how was your week, and like what are the major favorite assets that you like on fixed time trade, specifically on fixed time trade in Olymp Trade. Our objective always has been to reach out to as many clients as possible, and this is the way that we are conducting these special webinars each and every week to help you out. There are a lot of colleagues of mine from different geological locations, and we all want our clients to have a very profitable week. Irrespective of the circumstances, I always believe in that trading is very easy if you know how to take trades in the financial market. Sometimes the market can assist you, sometimes it really doesn't. The market, because of a lot of market volatility is there, but there is nothing to be ashamed of while you are taking the trade, because as a trader, as an investor, we always want to make sure that whatever trading strategy that we are using would be yielding a good profitable return for ourselves in the longer run. But again, it's just the market sometimes varies according to its own way. So it's our objective is to find a good trading approach, and based on that try to work upon the strategy based on that. So yeah, I'm your financial analyst and host for today. My name is Akash Malhotra, and as you all know, our objective always has been to benefit our client and to make them understand that financial market is very easy in terms of making profit once they understood how the market really works. And if we find out various trading ideas based on the trading approach, we can work up on those approaches and bring that specific approach in our trading style or our trading pattern. So welcome to the stream, guys. For today, we'll be working out with some of the fixed time trading strategies by ourselves, and we'll try to find out what would be the basic best trading ideas, what basically has happened into the last week, and what we could be working on specifically this week. So as you know, the name of the stream is like learning the forecast using the Friday strategy. I'll be your financial analyst, so we will be also taking some live trades. So let's wait for some of the clients to join the special webinars, and in case you have any questions that you want to ask me, feel free to ask me. Your questions basically help me out to understand what your current objective is, what you basically want from the financial market, and where I can come in and help you out in that specific respect. So thank you very much. First of all, let's continue our journey for trading. I always wondered, like the last week, we have a lot of trading ideas. I had found some very good trading approaches last week. Some of the clients did send me an email that they were able to make a good amount of profit in the last week, specifically on fixed time and forex. So yeah, as I told you, we will be working out with some few good trading ideas. So let's start with, okay, so this today's special webinars will be divided into two halves. The first half will be completely dedicated on the analysis of financial market, what can be happening in the financial market, what should be the absolute idea that we will have in this specific week, and we will also be doing some live trading for the later half of this session. So let's talk about the very first thing that we found about today's session, guys. So I want you to observe a financial market specifically, guys. Now if you have observed financial market, you might have seen exactly yesterday at 6 o'clock there was a very good candle formation on all the currencies associated with the USD. So you can name it USD JPY, USD CAD, USD CHF. So all these currency exactly at 6 o'clock we can find one of the biggest candle. And the day before that, I told all my clients there is a good probability for USD JPY to rise after successful fall. And here I have invested like around $200, ended up making like around $127. I took the stop loss in the positive side. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to close the trade at the right moment. The trade was actually showing me in the morning around 220 to 215% profit, but we were not able to set the stop loss, and that might be one of the reasons why the trade is in the non-profitable trade. But there is nothing to worry about. Guys, please let me know into the comment section if you have any question that you want to ask me. It may be related to your trading, it may be related to the strategy. Any question that you want to ask me, feel free to ask me. This is what my job is. Basically try to reach out to you every week and try to give you the best trading ideas possible from my end. So we have some couple of comments. Mr. Singh said, "Hi, I deposit the amount of 900 rupees. It's been an hour, but still not appear. And that is the third incidence with me. I have already lost 5k by depositing only. I'm very sorry for the losses, but sir, you cannot lose your money by depositing. You probably would have traded with the same amount. And I'm really sorry for the inconvenience that you had regarding the deposit. What really happens is UPI as of now it's a little bit on the gray side. Sometimes our clients are facing some difficulties, but it's been just an hour. So majority of the fund, I think, because of the UPI deposits been basically created within minimum. I think they do have minimum. I don't really have that idea like how much time duration. But majority of the time, the payments made by UPI usually gets credited in 24 hours. If not, then the support team basically raise your concern. So there is nothing to worry about, absolutely. And Mr. Singh, let me give you a promise from my end. Olymptrade, it's been like I've been working with Olymptrade for more than 5 years. Not a single client money has been stuck. So our team basically, even if the money failed and if the amount is not credited into your trading account, Olymp Trade pays from its pocket and recredit the amount in case UPI fails to acknowledge that the amount has been debited or not. So it's Olymp Trade responsibility. So there is nothing to worry about. Every single penny that you invest in Olymp Trade is been completely safe, and Olymp Trade will take the full responsibility if the amount gets debited while depositing, and it will be credited into your trading account on the highest priority. So please don't bother by that, Mr. Singh. And yeah, with regards to the losses that you had, I'm very sorry for the losses, but let me know which trading strategy that you are using, Mr. Singh, because every person's trading idea can be differ from one another. But because like if I watch the market, probably some trading strategy will work for me. Sometime it really doesn't, even if you have the best trading approach at that moment. So sometimes yeah, the market will kind of look into the gray side, but there is nothing to worry. Our team is there to help you out, and we as a financial analyst are there to help you out in trading as well. Okay, Mr. Singh, I hope I have answered your question, and yeah, please don't be bothered by that fact. Our team are constantly working, and they are also working on improvising a lot of payment method. We are trying in the upcoming time there will be few more payments method updating soon. So yeah, there are a lot of payment option will be available. In case one of them becomes unstable, then Olymptrade will be there to assist you from that moment onwards. Mr. Batulji said, I want to clear my understanding about candlestick pattern. Yeah, that's a very good question. I basically advise all the clients who are new in trading and who never had a session before with us or with any of my colleagues. For your kind information, guys, let me tell you that we as a financial team are continuously working. You can have a session not only with me but with some of my colleagues as well. We basically try to give you knowledge each and every week. For if you are having expert status, what is status? So here if you go to profile option, you will see expert option. So if you are having expert status, that means you are eligible to have free of cost consultations with us, with me or with my colleagues, and we are from the different geological locations. We have analysts available who can speak Urdu language, Hindi language, Arabian language as well. So there are a lot of clients of ours who speak a different language. The financial analyst team is what I mean to say. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Let's continue our conversation, guys. Yeah, for expert status, I was just on that specific one. I forget about that. If you are having expert status, you will be given 4 sessions in a month. And if you are having advanced status, you will be given 1 session in a month, absolutely free of cost. There is no charges associated with it. Our objective always has been clear. So why this consultation part is been given? Because a lot of clients do trading, but they are not that effective in trading. So one of the reason that we find out is the lack of knowledge and the lack of understanding about the market. So yeah, our objective is to get you clear insight about how trading really works and how you will be able to benefit yourself under the different situations. So yeah, the last trade that we have taken turns out to be positive. So what I did, I draw the trend line, and I found out this line is acting as a very good level of support. And once there was a green candle formation, that is why we took the trade for a minute duration and given 2 minutes expiration time for the candle to settle down. Yeah, coming back to your question, Mr. Batul, unfortunately, sir, okay, yeah, if you want to clear your understanding about the candlestick formation, right, click on this help option here, and here you go to education session and write down candlestick. Once you write down candlestick, everything associated with the candlestick will be appearing here. Everything will be appearing here. So this is a special section which has been crafted by our product team to give you everything from the scratch. What basic things which every client really need is something which has been given here. If you are new in trading, the very first thing that you will learn about would be candlestick, and everything is been given here. Now in case you need more detailed information, there is one specific site that I want to mention in today's conversation would be Investopedia. Go to Investopedia, there search candlestick pattern, and there you will find every information available about the candlestick chart pattern available there. So yeah, this is the one of the best thing that the question which has been asked by Mr. Ishrat. Mr. Ishrat, thank you very much for asking this question. I will be answering to all the clients. Read the candlestick pattern formation. If you are new in trading, just read the candlestick pattern. Then go to the Investopedia, find a detailed information about the candlestick price action, and then once you have enough experience, then you can trade in your account based on that, or you can test everything onto the demo account itself. Alright, let me go to another question. Mr. Yogesh ji said, hi, hello Yogesh ji, how are you doing? Mr. Salim ji said, sir, Urdu speaking please. I would love to speak in Urdu, Mr. Salim, but the thing is, like, today's webinar is been specifically held in English language. Now if you are looking out for webinar in Urdu or Hindi, we have a special team, and on the same channel you can find this webinar link. Okay, in Olymptrade, go to Olymptrade practice channel, and in the Hindi webinar section you will be seeing all those webinars taken on Hindi. I think one of my colleague is taking webinars on Thursday, I believe, in Hindi. So yeah, you can join it. Mr. Yogesh sir, please analysis of Bitcoin. You know what really happened? That's a very good question, Yogesh. Thank you for asking. So I was having conversation in the last week regarding Bitcoin with my clients, and even before, the value of Bitcoin wasn't at this price level. So Bitcoin was actually trading around, I think, the price level of 48,000. This was one of the legendary level for buying. It was one of the legendary level of buying. And that specific week, I have with all the clients with whom I had a conversation, I told them specifically, if you do not have access, that's completely fine, but buy every currency associated with cryptocurrency. So the reason behind that is the value of Bitcoin was one of the legendary level of $49,000, which we can say that to approximately around $50,000 is the value on which the value of Bitcoin reach. And I specifically asked my client, it is one of the best point to buy Bitcoin. Not only Bitcoin, but the cryptocurrency associated with the Bitcoin. You know what I did? On the same day, I bought Litecoin. So Litecoin has a lot of potential of increasing. So here I bought it at the price level of around 52, if you can see, and the price has been dramatically increased to 65, and which yielded us the profit of more than 100%. So 116% profit is what we made just by investing on that specific asset. Right now, for my analysis of Bitcoin will stay little close to 60,000 for the time being. But I'm very sure the value of Bitcoin will again rise. The reason behind that is the Fed interest rate decisions will be taken into the next month, that is September. And once they will be decreasing the interest rate, there is a very good analogy behind that. So once the value of Bitcoin in the next month, when the Fed interest rate decisions will be taken on September, and they are planning to reduce interest rate. So there are two factors which will be employing in there. If you look into the Bitcoin, exactly into the next month, I think within 15 to 20 days, Bitcoin has to rise. The reason for increase in the price of this specific asset would be because of the Fed interest rate decision. In the next month, when the Fed will increase decision, the value of Bitcoin will move more than $60,000 very easily. And another thing, not only Bitcoin but all the cryptocurrency associated with it, but there is another good chances in the next week, in the next month, the value of gold will try to surpass the value of 2,500. 2,500. That would be the first time it will trying to break this level. It would be an amazing level. Now let's just watch the value of gold for a day. It's very close to the resistance level. I think we will take the risk of like around I'll be investing like around $500, and let me select one of the pending order in here, auto close option. I'll be selecting the stop loss of around, let me just say 30%, and take profit of around, we'll take 1:2, 32 is 60, which is 60, and we place a sell order here. So I'm placing a downward trade on gold because there is a good chances from this price movement the value of gold can decrease, and that is one of the reason why we took the trade in downward direction, because while watching the graph for a day, we find out there is a very good level of resistance. Can you see 1, 2, 3 levels from which the gold usually touch these lines and falls back, and it is quite evident from the candle itself that it is a red candle, so that means the price correction can happen very soon, and that is the reason why we take the trade in gold, specifically in downward direction. Okay, I think I cannot see my account. Let me just reload the page. Just a second guys, I'm just reloading it. This is a compact version which has been created for all the clients who do not know how to, like, if they feel like okay, just let me put another $1,200 down trade. I'll be selling and selecting my stop loss of around 30%. Okay, so let me just do it like around 23%, and I'll select the take profit of around, yeah, that would be it, 70%. Okay, hopefully it will start falling down, and I'm very sure that it will very soon start falling down. So we have taken a trade, and can you see it's jumping down? So I think the trade on, okay, so the trade is already started giving us profit guys. Can you see this? We invested around $1,200 in gold, and it started giving us like profit of around $8 or $9 already. What about this trade? Has it profitable yet? It's close to the profit margin. Let's wait for the market to tumble down, and then once it is profitable, we'll close the trade. Let me go through. I'm very sorry. Once I'm into the analysis part, majority of my focus basically shift on the market analysis. What I have to do is to reload my screen a lot of time, because once it is in a full screen mode. So this is the compact version that I'm using as of now. Okay. I hope Yogesh ji I clarified your doubts. Mr. Santosh ji Parihar ji said hello. Santosh ji, a very warm welcome to another webinar. Mr. Creative Heaven said thank you. You're welcome, sir. You're welcome. I hope you're doing great. Mr. Salim Ali ji said kindly send me the link, Urdu. Same sir. It would be not happening for today, but into the next week. All the English Hindi webinar are been over. It will be conducted, I believe, into the next week. You can subscribe to Olymp Trade and get to know about that. That is very easy. We as a team will be there to assist you on that. Okay, so as I told you, the first half will be dedicated on the analysis part, and which has been working in our favor. We ended up making some good trades profit. around 2 to 3 trades profit, and yeah, the gold is finally turned into the profitable side for us. It's a good chances for gold to decrease, so we took the risk of around 30%. And if the market doesn't really fall down and start increasing, so our trade will close at that moment, and if it is profitable, we'll close it at that moment. So we are on the fine side. Mr. Yogeji said perfect entry, sir. Yes, sir. That is what I was been waiting for, because it was an excellent entry. And what even if you can see the value of Bitcoin, if you see, it has been decreased. No, it has been decreased. Once it reached around 60,000, it has been decreased. But that is not the case with Litecoin or Litecoin, if we may say. Litecoin is continuously increasing. Can you see this? This is continuously increasing. So there is a correlation of Litecoin and Bitcoin, but Litecoin really doesn't fluctuate that much compared to the Bitcoin, and that is why higher profit margin is on the Litecoin rather than the Bitcoin. Okay, please guys, help me up with the question. If you have any question, please let me know into the comment section. As you know, today's session will be dedicated on learning to forecast using the Friday strategy. Let's get on the track. Let's try to learn about the strategy, and if you find and if you like this strategy, please let me know into the comment section. Like this video, subscribe to Olymptrade, so that you can get connected with the videos like these and from our colleague. We are working very hard 24/7 to reach as many clients as possible and to teach them how trading really works. So yeah, your questions are something which basically drives me every week to join this special webinar. And as I told you, if you have an advanced or expert status, please reach out to us on priority. We will be scheduling a session, and as I told you, it's absolutely free of cost. So there is not a single penny that you have to pay from your end. So there was a possibility, but I think that trend will reverse, because this is a support level. I think this is a very close support level, so it will bounce. I thought it will break down, but like this breakdown could have been happened, could have yielded us a more profitability. But we were little late to open up a trade. That's why I took the trade with the $10. Let's wait for the market to settle down. We have given a minute duration for the trade to settle. As you can know, the name of the stream is trading on the Friday trading strategy. So yeah, guys, if you do not have access to this trading strategy, there is nothing to worry about. I'll teach you how to craft this strategy manually. So for all those clients who do have advanced or expert status, click on this A symbol. Go to strategies option. In the mobile interface would be quite different. This is a portrait version of the mobile version, and that is why the menu looks something like this. But let me tell you, to apply this trading strategy, you go to this A symbol, technical analysis symbol, then go to strategies option, right? Scroll down and you will see Friday trading strategy. Below barcode you can see Friday strategy. You click on the Friday, click on enable strategy option, and the strategy will be applied automatically. That is not a single thing that you have to change in the strategy. It's one of the easiest trading strategy, and in case you are new in trading and if you do not know how this trading will basically work, let me tell you, there is a special YouTube let me just show you here. There is a special YouTube link which has been here to teach you how this Friday trading strategy really works. If you do not know how this trading strategy works, it can be visible from this page itself, from the strategy column, and you can get to know about that. Okay, let's continue our conversation. Let's take some live trades, guys. So as you know, the name of the strategy is Friday strategy. So let me just make it a little thicker one. There are 3 EMAs, guys. You can note this down: EMA 5, EMA 13, and EMA 55. So what I'll do, I'll just make EMA 5 little thick, so that we can differentiate it with all the remaining EMAs. So here you will see this purple line. This is EMA of 5. So what we will do for today, we will compare EMA 5 with EMA 13 and EMA 55. Now how does really that it matter, like how we will be able to generate the signal based on this? It's very easy. Now in case if you do not know, you can also go to this A symbol, right? Add another indicator for the safer side, go to parabolic. That's it. EMA, there are 3 different combinations of EMA which you can see on my screen: EMA 5, EMA 13, EMA 55. So this is the combination of the strategy which basically comes with the strategy. the EMA combination is what I mean to say. Okay. All right. So how this strategy really works? So in order to understand this trading strategy, look into this dots formation, right? If the dot formations are below the candle, that means this is an uptrend. If the dot formation is above the candle, that means it is a downtrend. Okay, that would be the first symbol, a technical symbol for us. Okay, let's just move forward. Now, what really happens? Now, I need your close attention on this. We have three set of signals which can be available from this situation. So we have EMA 5, EMA 13, and EMA 55. So whenever any EMA, I'm talking about any EMA, whenever any EMA crosses another EMA from bottom to top, we can take the trade into the same direction. So see, this EMA 5, if EMA 5 is crossing EMA 13 from bottom to top, we can take the trade in upward direction, considering at this specific moment the variation should be very close and they should be crossing each other, right? So we have taken an early trade on this one. So they really haven't crossed each other yet, but I'm very sure that they will be crossing. So in case they don't, but be very careful while taking the trades. You have to be careful that these two lines, EMA 5 or EMA 13 line, should be crossing each other. If not, EMA 5 and EMA 55, we will be taking the trade on the crossover. This is what you have to be keeping a closer look on. I think we have some more comments. Mr. Creative Heaven said, what about the meme coins next month? Sir, I'm very sure that I'm not really sure about what meme coins you are talking about, but in my point of view, all the cryptocurrencies, may it be Litecoin, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, or whatever you name it, there's a good chances for the market to rise with all the cryptocurrencies. Okay, so name on this. Okay, so there is another comment. Mr. Creative Heaven said, like page. Thank you very much, sir, for liking the page. Mr. Yogesh said, can Boeing touch the 195 mark next week? I have to look into the details of it first of all. What was the earning report? Unfortunately, I do not have that much enough amount of time available, but I'll make sure that into the next week I'll be coming up with these various trading ideas, because while predicting the price of any asset, you have to go to the fundamental metrics there. Mr. Yogesh ji said, when EMA 5 crosses EMA 13, open 2 minutes trade. When EMA 5 and EMA 13 crosses EMA 55, EMA 5 and 13. No, Yogesh ji. So the name of the strategy is a different one. It's a different one. So the strategy really works when the EMA 5, if it crosses EMA 13 from bottom to top, then we can open up an up trade. And if EMA 5 crosses EMA 55 from again bottom to top, we can open up trade. So all we have to think from the perspective of the smallest EMA, which is EMA 5, and let me just make it a little more thicker one so that it would be showing a little thick compared to all the candles. So here we could have signal, but I'm not very sure about this because there is a doji candle formation. I'm not very sure. So what I did, I took the trade with the risk-free trade. Even if the trade goes for the toss, we won't be in any harm. So what about the last trade that we have taken? So this is profitable, guys, correct? When we took the trade, when this EMA 5 crosses EMA 13 from bottom to top, we took the trade in upward direction. We shouldn't have taken a trade on the same asset that we have recently, but let's have a closer look. And guys, remember this, while taking a trade on any specific asset of your choice, be very careful that there shouldn't be any doji candlestick formation. If there is a red green candle formation like this is not a good time to take the trade. Not at all good time to take the trade. We'll skip the asset. Guys, if you want, okay, there is a slight possibility. Let me just check. Do we have any support or resistance line close by? So trend line, let me just complete it. I just want to switch the graph for 5 minutes duration for better confirmation. Just a second, please. Okay, so here it is. Okay, What about the crossover? What is happening? Okay, so in terms of something like this, it is showing us a downtrend, whereas in 1 minute duration the signal was about to cross each other. So these are the contradictory signals. They are not, these are not very good signals, because from the trend line, if you will see 1 2 3 points, if you do not know, let me just draw this. So sometimes there is a contradictory signal formation as well. So let me just draw a trend line here, 1 2 3. This was evident that there is a possibility for trend to move into the downward direction. That is why the red candle formation has happened. If the candle breaks this line, if the candle breaks this line, and this one is also, like, if the candle break this specific position, and if it has been rising from this one, we can take the trade into the same direction, I believe. Guys, if you have any question, feel free to ask me into the comment section. I'm really focused right now to find. Okay, so here you can see green red formation. This is not a very optimal formation for taking a trade, and that is the reason why we are not taking any single trade in it for the time being. Okay, let me just find some more signals. Do we have any? What about the last trade that we have taken? It also seems to be on the profitable front. Nice. Okay, it's a good trade that we have taken. Let's wait for the market to close. Around 7 seconds are remaining. Mr. Kriveti Heaven just said, talking about Pape coin. Pape coin, sir. I hadn't had time to check that one out, but for sure you can comment in the comment section. I'll make sure I read it and I'll respond to it, because Peep coin is something not I'm majorly focused on the coins which are available in Olymptrade. Unfortunately, Peep coins is not available. Can we find this live session recorded on this channel? Yes, sir. The sessions which I'm taking will be always available on the YouTube channel, so you can go anytime if you want to watch the channel. If you have any questions related to it, you have a special session dedicated on that. So yeah, you can work upon that. Okay, so let's find. Okay, there is a very interesting comment written in here. So there is one comment which has been made by Mr. Divanshu. He said, "What income source I show my ITR from Olymptrade profit?" So whatever profit you made, so Olymptrade is not something which is debiting the taxes on the behalf of the country, because every country has their own rules and guidelines. So if you want to know about the specifically like the ITR form, you can talk to your CA or your chartered accountant about it, and they will be probably able to clarify your doubts on that. I usually pay my taxes, so there is no problem for me at all. Okay, there's a slight probability. I'm not sure, but I really wanted to take a trade on this one. 1 2 3 levels are there. There is no crossover particularly. Shall I take it? I really want to take this trade. Okay, let me just reduce the volume to $1. How about 2 minutes? Okay, so we have one resistance level at this price. There's a downtrend. Okay, let's just take the plunge. $1 down trade is what I'm taking, is on the safer front. Let's wait for the market to decrease. Now why I took the trade? Because 1 2 3 levels were touching each other. Not sure, so let me just draw a trend line for you guys. 1 2 and 3, correct? If there are minimum 3 touch points, there where we can take the trade accordingly. Nice, it's working in our favor. What about the last trade we have taken? It's also profitable. Nice. So we are having a good trading sessions, I believe. Sometimes, okay guys, so remember this, not every single trade that you take would be profitable. So it's your objective is to minimize your risk, mitigate your risk, and take trades cautiously. What I usually do, I go with a very small amount in fixed time trade. Do we have a signal? 1 2 3. This could have been a very good entry. Let me just remove all the trend line from here. So guys, for all the new traders who are new in trading, the name of the strategy is Friday strategy. It's a Friday strategy. Okay. Now Friday strategy works on the set of three different EMAs: EMA 5, EMA 13, and EMA 55. In conjunction with that, what I did, I applied parabolic SAR. Okay. Let me just remove the trend line, and here I'll get a clear confirmation whether the trend is in our favor or not. In case if you look how to spot a signal using this strategy is very easy. So first of all, what you have to do, you find the very small EMA. If in case you will see the purple color is been given to EMA 5, when the smallest EMA crosses any other EMA, this is EMA 13 and EMA 55. When the smallest EMA crosses any other EMA from bottom to top, and if the dots also confirming the status, if it is below the candle, that means there is an occasion where I which we can open up an up trade. Okay. Let's find some more signals. Do we find a signals? There is a sideways trend happening, not very good. Let's find some more signals in here. I think there is a crossover can happen. Let me just zoom out. Let me find. Do we have a signal on this? 1, 2, 3. No crossover happening. So we'll just skip it. Okay. Let me just. Okay, they are very close to each other. But once there is a lot of green candle formation now, you have to be very skeptical while taking a trade, and that is why I am keeping my very close attention on this. So red candle, there is no crossover happening yet. The dots formation is basically confirming us that there is a possibility of uptrend, but I'm not very sure. I have to check the candle for 5 minutes duration. It's a support level which is where it is been gaining, I believe. Let's do it. Let's just do it for $1. What about the last trade that we have taken on a dollar on the commodity composite index? It went amazingly well, guys. If you see, we draw a trend line, and here we took the trade into the downward direction, and finally the trade basically favored us. It was a very good trade that we have taken. So for the trade which I am not very comfortable in, and specifically taking trade with the higher volume, I would basically go ahead with a very small amount, test the theory out by myself, and see whether the trade is like giving us the profitable return or not. Always be very careful while taking a trade on any trading strategy, specifically on index. If you will see support and resistance level, you have to take a very closer look on that. No signal in here, guys. Let me know into the comment section in which asset are you watching the signal. Okay, I probably have missed your signals. Talking about the way can we find live sessions? Yes, sir, you can find. Mr. Yogesh ji said, sir, you are my favorite Olymp Trade expert. Thank you very much for that. Every analyst has a very different or unique way of trading, sir. It doesn't really mean that all the traders or the analysts are not doing great. They are doing great and they are amazing in their zone. There was this one analyst which I was like one of my colleague. I was having a conversation. So I'll give you an example. So let me just take one trade in here. It's a doji pattern, guys. Be very careful on this pattern because there is a consequent crossover happening, and that is why we are going ahead with the very small amount. We are just testing the waters for the time being. I will see whether the trade becomes a profitable or not. We are just testing waters here. Testing waters means we are testing our theory of the strategy. But if there is a back-to-back crossover and there is a sideways trend happening, this is a big no time for the trading. You can skip the asset, right? Try to have a very calm approach. Never take trades with the very high amount. Okay, so there is a possibility for the breakover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think this candle or after this candle there is a good chances for the formation of green one, because you see index majorly works on the support and resistance level. If we can draw a horizontal line in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a breaking pattern. We could have taken a trade. Okay, let me just take the trade. On the breakover, we could have taken the trade. We are just little late to open up a trade on this. The crossover actually happened way before. Let's just wait. because the next candle has to be green one. I'm very sure about that because it's very close to this line. So if we could have reduced the trading duration to around 30 seconds maybe, that could have been profitable, but what to say, we were little late to open up a trade. There is no excuse for that. So let's look into the last Euro Composite Index trade. Yeah, somewhere here, I think. Is it on the profitable front? It was, but the candle is about to reverse its position. I think we could have taken, I think, a little higher time. That could have been profitable. It's just on the last moment. I don't really want my trade to close into the negative front. Yes, finally profitable. It was a very close call, but yeah, it did work in our favor. So yeah, no doubt about that. So you see, sometimes if you select a very smaller time frame for trading, no, the market can go for the toss in the last second or so. So it happens at times. Acha, Ishrat ji said it's Miss Ishrat, not Mr. Ishrat. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. It's very difficult at times. I'm very sorry, ma'am. Same Asia Composite Index, sir. Ma'am said Asia Composite Index. Let's watch Asia Composite. Do we have any signals on Asia? Uh, okay, so ma'am, for the time being, what we can see is rejection in both the ends, and there's a sideways trend going on so far. I think there's a possibility for uptrend, absolutely, but I cannot trust this asset as of now, because what really happens, if even if we find a signal or entry on this one, okay, so let me just invest a little higher risk-free trade. I really do not want to do that, but let's just do it. 1, 2, 3 levels are there, because Asia Composite Index has a very bad habit. Even if it is break or if we have a trend line very close to this one, so it usually falsified us and then worked its way out the way that it really wants. So this is a risk-free trade. So even if the trade goes for the toss, there is no harm for us. But on the signal which I'm not very confident about, in that situations I usually use risk-free trade. So Miss Ishraji said, and this is why we took the trade. Let's wait for it, whether it turns out to be profitable or not. If not, there is nothing to worry. I absolutely can recover my amount anytime, any point of time. So we are not only using strategy, but at the same time we are also analyzing the market, guys. This is very important. It's very important, because sometimes strategy can give you falsified signals, something like this. Can you see this consequent crossover? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is not a good trade. It's not a good trade at all. It's not a good trade at all. We could find some more signal. Ms. Ishratji said, I opened 2 trades on this form last 20-30 minutes and I won. Congratulations, Ms. Ishrat. You see, once you take the trade, the confidence will be on the higher side, and it should be, because you're working your way out on the strategy. That's how the analysis works. And guys, never over trade. If you have consecutive 3 negative trades, just stop the trade at that moment, right? Wait for the moment to reappear, and then you can take the trade the way that you wish it for. But always remember, do not over trade on any specific asset. If you feel like taking trade, what about this trade, Asia Composite Index? Is it on the profitable side? Ms. Ishrat, let's just see whether you have given the signal right or not. Yes, it's absolutely right. Thank you very much for the profit, Ms. Ishrat. Guys, I hope you are enjoying today's webinar. I really wanted to discuss a lot of things with you. Let me know into the comment section, are you enjoying today's webinar or not? I'm really happy to see you once in every week. Unfortunately, due to very less amount of time, I won't be able to be regular into the live webinar at times, but I'll make sure that starting from today I'll be sticking to the basics and getting with you regularly and giving you good trading advice from my end. Our objective, guys, as I told you, is always been to help out as many clients as possible and give them the best trading ideas from my end. I always believe and I still do that we have a lot of potential in the financial market, and will make sure that we'll be getting a good amount of profitability. Yeah. So what about the trades? I think so, guys. I think we have taken like around 7 to 8 trades, right? And some of them are profitable, one, two, three, four. Two of them negative, but we did recover the trade volume by this huge amount. So yeah. Let's find. Okay, so we are on profitable side for today. It's a good profitable side for today. So that is the session from my end, guys. It was lovely having you into the comment session. I always fancied about the part that we as a team will try to help you out to the best possible extent. If you have any question, you can reach down to our support team. We as a financial team are working on this new channel, Olymptrade practice. If you like today's channel or today's stream, you can click on this like option, comment into the comment session. If you have any question that you want to ask me, I will be there to assist you in every week. Not only me and my colleagues will be also be there in assisting you in the different languages. My point is always been clear, and it will always be to help you, and I will be there, guys, in whatever the circumstances is, whatever the circumstances may be. If you have any question, feel free to ask those questions to me. And yeah, please do not hesitate to fail, because like we all have experiences, but our experiences matters once we make profit, right? So remember, first of all, practice makes all profit. It's been 16 years that I'm doing trading. It's not in a day. So once you know the candlestick formation and everything in altogether, there is nothing stopping you from that moment. But there is only one thing that stops you from making profit, is your trading psychology. Your mind basically plays at times. If in my opinion, sometimes really we are driven by the psychology. Sometimes $1, $2, $3 to loss trade, we take like huge jump from like $50, $60, then $100, $200. So don't do that. If you lost the considerable amount, which is completely fine, just you close the trade for that specific day and wait for another day to happen, and then trade accordingly. Mr. Ishratji said, welcome. Well, I'm enjoying. It's my first time and I joined your webinar. Thank you very much, Mr. Ishrat. I hope to see you on the profitable front each and every week. Just keep trading and do a good amount of trading. Thank you very much. I'm your host, Akash Malhotra. I'll be signing off for today. It was lovely having you in this entire course of time. I'll be seeing you into the next week. I'll be coming up with more trading ideas, and we'll try to discuss more trading strategies there. I wish you all the best, and thank you very much for being with me. I'll be signing off for today, guys. Good luck.